Welcome to the Impactors Podcast. I'm Corey Carter.
And I'm Ron Cool.
And we are the owners and founders of Hindsight HacKing Media, agency, podcasts, funnels, graphics, and more. Head on over to gethhm.com to learn more.
Guys, we created this podcast to help you go create an impact today. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, today. We're taking all the fluff, all the BS out so you can go create an impact.
And today's topic is
subject matter expert, or as we affectionately call it, the SME.
The SME. All right, everybody. So today we want to talk about so many podcasts out there. They either never have a guest or they only have guests. And we were here to tell you that is wrong. Yes. I said it. Both ways are wrong. Come on. Unless you're Tony Robbins or some, big name that you already have millions and millions of followers, I tell you what, you need a mix of doing solos and doing interviews to build your show. So SME or SMEs, subject matter expert. Ron, how does one become a SME on their own show?
Well, yeah, you have to be able to do some solos. And just as a side note, Tony Robbins has guests as well. And he is a subject matter expert, right? Like, think about it, guys. Like, do what the successful people do. There's a reason they do it. You're the subject matter expert of whatever it is that you have decided your passion is and your business revolves around, right? So you will be putting out content based on that. So be the subject matter expert of whatever your show is about.
Yes. All right. So how did we find out that doing it one way or the other was the wrong way? What happened in our world that helped us with this realization?
So a couple of things. One, I've been seeing people can go back to Hindsight HacKing or other podcasts and listen from shows 1 to 22, and the intro's different. The show feels different. We're doing a lot, I think, only interviews. Maybe once in a while we had a solo, but we were attracting a certain type of person, and we were not putting ourselves in the position that we needed to be put in to help our company grow with the right type of people, right? So we were getting clients. They just weren't our clients and our people that we wanted to work with, right? So we had to make a decision. We talked about it. We flipped it, and then we changed our intro and outro, and we just made a declaration to ourselves that we were no longer serving those people because it didn't fit into our bigger growth strategy of our company of impact and helping the impactors create an impact, because they weren't trying to make an impact. They were trying to make money.
Yes, definitely. Back to the impact. All right. So the subject matter experts, it's so funny, but to think about this whole chain of events. And so I want to go the other way then. Mm-hmm. And why should a person have guests on their show if it's so important to be the subject matter expert?
Because you're able to then get into their sphere of influence, into their audience, right? So anyone that follows ClickFunnels, it's Red Ocean, Blue Ocean, all that fun stuff. Where's your customers at? All that fun stuff. You have people that are on your show that they're Red Ocean or Blue, can be your Blue Ocean, and they have some of the people that you're trying to serve, right? So you can get into them by edifying their people that they follow, but you add a couple of key takeaways. And I want to talk about that because we know a person that likes to, I don't want to say over talk the guest, but try to be smarter than the guest. Don't do that either. You can still add value and be yourself and still edify the guest. So do it that way.
Right. Find the balance, people. That's what we're getting at. Find the balance, right? So many shows, there's so many new podcasts out there. There's so many that have just interviews and, they are amazing at it, but they never can sell to their audience, right? Like they can never sell to anybody that's listening to their show because they're not the expert. And then the other side, like it's a great way to grow your show if you have new audiences listening every single week or consistently, right? So definitely, and mix in the solos, mix in the interviews, and ultimately be the subject matter expert on your own show. So that's all I got on this subject today, Ron. How about you? Anything else there?
Believe in yourself. Stop listening to the little voice. No fluff, no BS, just impact. Go make some.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you want to learn more, head on over to impactorsmastermind.com. We have a special group waiting just for you.
Guys, why are you still listening to this? Get off your phone. Go create an impact today.